I got up early and I was experimenting a little bit with, I was trying to see if I could make some eggs using these egg molds.
Oh yeah.
Make some smooth egg shapes, and they're hollow because
Yeah.
obviously there's not a lot of material. See, this one is not very egg-like. And then I was thinking of maybe trying to cut them open and have like little chicks popping out or something like that. So something that goes with the theme of the fair itself.
It's a goat.
I always use pictures. I always look at the anatomy of the animal. The anatomy always gives you an idea of how you can build it to be sort of true to life. So, would you like some gloves? I feel like I have to feel the material. I know a lot of people use gloves. Butter is a strange thing to work with. It has zero stretch. You can kind of flatten it and shape it, but as soon as you start to stretch it, it cracks. So it's very unlike clay. So I find that if I use my hands without the gloves, I somehow have a better feel of how far I can push it and stuff.
Now that looks like a goat.
If you look at the picture of the goat and kind of think about what are the major sort of shapes that make up the goat. So I would think, you know, a goat has like a pretty round belly, and then its face is a bit of a, like almost like a triangle or a wedge.
I'm just kind of throwing on butter on one side.
Okay.
Let's say you're making a sheep or something that needed to look fluffy or fleecy.
Yeah.
You could grate it or use curls or, you know,
Yes.
simulate like the texture of fur or whatever. I wanted to make these chicks, but now I'm really tempted to see if I can make a quick pig in one of these little containers. Because I just came up with that idea this morning after I had already made the eggs, but
Sure.
I feel like
It could be bacon and eggs.
oh yeah, it's calling to me. I feel like I'm making a Minecraft pig. There you go, all done. Minecraft pig. Let's see.
This is the magic.
I feel like a spider would have been easier. The spider is
thin
just
legs.
2 balls and then 8 legs. I could just completely change what I'm doing.
Yeah. Material, and then when you're done your basic shape, then you can work on the details, like the little ears and the eyes and all of that. And we might actually have to, you know, take some slices of your butter and stick them in the freezer for a bit to make them harder, because as soon as you touch the tiny bits, the heat from your hands will melt them. So,
Okay.
So you might make some shapes and we'll put them in the freezer for a minute and then bring them back out, and when they're firm, you can kind of attach them.
Oh, he's looking kind of piggy.
He's getting there. He's getting there. Oh, he's cute.
When you're at the Royal Winter Fair, you're actually inside of a
Yeah, it's like a refrigerated portable with windows.
Okay.
And you're in there for 8 hours, so you have to wear lots of layers of clothing because it gets quite chilly after a while. I started doing it about 5 years ago, and I'm still doing it to this day. The other crazy thing about sculpting is that you spend many hours in this fridge, and you're really covered in butter. It's on your shoes, it's in your hair.
Yeah.
You smell like it. You come home smelling like it. Alright, let's put a friend in. The friend, he's gonna start off as a Minecraft pig again.
Isn't that how all plans start?
As a Minecraft pig.
Yeah.
This year is different because it's all virtual, obviously, and we have only a small amount of butter to work with. Usually we have, I think, 10 kilos, which is a large box, so obviously we're working smaller than we'd normally work.
Like, how do their legs come out? So all of their legs come out of the front part of their body.
There's very few butter sculptures that don't use armatures. I think most of them do. There's I don't know if you remember, there was that big scandal, the armature scandal. There's really no way around it, especially if you want your sculpture to do some kind of gravity-defying things, right? So like, let's say you're making a pig who's a big and heavy on thin legs.
Yeah.
You'd make the majority of the body out of this, and then some legs that were out of wire or something, and then you'd add the butter on top. Or I was going to suggest that he could be like peeking out, and that way you'd avoid putting in an internal armature in, but you'd have some support and be able to sort of build a shape. As an artwork, well, as an artwork, it's obviously ephemeral. It's, you know, it's there for a few days and then it's gone. I mean, if we work small, our hands are clean and we're not using an armature, I don't see why you can't stick it in your fridge and, you know, chip away at it for your toast or use it to bake cookies.
This is going to be a great movie.